Hello and welcome back to the Dude Ship Podcast. Here for another week of Dude Shipness. Today on the you good, Colin? You good? All right. The clap scare you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Drop the mic. No, not that. All right. This week we got a special guest for you again. 3 weeks in a row of guests. We got the wonderful Tommy Flannigan on the episode.
What up, you all? Yeah. How's it going?
One of these is a clap button. I don't remember which one. That one. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, in Pride Month.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
it is
dude.
almost the end of Pride Month, so we had to get a gay guy. What's up, Tommy?
Not gay.
Who's
Bye. That's right.
He can write with his left and right hand.
Everyone's bi, dude. Come on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why we're all going to kiss by the end of this podcast. That's my goal.
That's really the goal of this. Yeah. Big orgy during the game.
So we've already covered
Yeah.
why you're here.
Yeah. But yeah, Tommy is young enough to get drafted into the war. So
Sorry,
let's start
Tommy.
off.
Yeah.
World War III. Let's go.
God.
what?
What a way to start a podcast.
Yeah, right. You're cannon fodder, bro. Come on.
It'll be okay.
At this point, like you probably get a cool job because you're small enough to be like a pilot or something. So you go over there to be
He's small
52.
enough to be a
Small.
pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said smart enough.
No, I said small.
Oh, he is small enough, yeah.
Because you have to be like under a certain.
He could be the R2-D2.
Oh, my God. I would kill to be the R2-D2.
on a B-52.
Yeah. He's just like, I shouldn't have came inside.
Yeah, but that's happening in our world today. Looks like we're on the brink of World War III. Fun stuff to start the podcast. I was told that we should do something topical to start. So
yeah.
to
Okay.
retain our
Great
audience
decision.
for the past minute and a half. We're past a minute and a half. I hope you're still here. Because, we're talking about Israel.
We're talking about Iran. We're talking about a ton of things.
Yeah, let's go.
Stay tuned because we're going to tell you why Big Boom AJ and Big Justice are responsible for what's going on in
They're
Iran.
actually part of the IDF.
They
so-
brought the
Wow.
boom,
Yeah, right.
so stick around.
Could you guys actually get them on this podcast? I would pay millions of dollars
They would
to watch
probably
you talk
make
to
us pay
Rizzler.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I would get the
that's-
Rizzler on here and talk that kid's head
We
off.
have had discussions of, because they're on Cameo, so it's like we could get them to shout us out.
Yeah, that's-
that would be
I mean,
hilarious.
the crazy thing is my
$20.
hero is a 13-year-old boy. Big Justice.
Right.
Boom! It's my favorite song.
Yeah, I wonder how many big booms we would get. You think
One or two.
One or two.
Yeah,
One
I
or
don't know.
two? You're selling yourself short.
Dude, if
he
a
got
dead
a-
brother's getting 5 big booms, we better only deserve 1 or 2 at this point. I'm
took
sick of
a-
that dead brother.
He took a picture with Burrow at that. What's that? The sports thing going on in New York right now.
I'm gay. I don't know.
The one where Braun was at, and they had all the guest speakers. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
The ESPYs?
Burrow was there. No, it's some kind of media thing because a bunch of streamers are there too. So it's like a cross.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
okay.
it's a big media push, but Burrow took a picture with him, and I'm not sure if that is like a omen for the season or a blessing. It's got to be one or the
Yeah.
other. Like
5 big
either, either Burrow's going down for the season in week 3, or
That's a boom. Sorry for
or
your
we
injury.
may-
It's 5 big booms.
or we may go on another Super Bowl run. It's got to be one of the two.
You may get 5 big booms for the offense and 5 big dooms for the defense, and it
Yeah.
might just even out, you know?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, 5
God.
touchdowns and a loss.
Right.
5 big touchdown
Yeah.
booms and a loss.
525 yards, 31 for 32.
Yeah.
God.
Ravens win 43-41.
I think what it really means is we're just getting the Rizzler on Madden this year, and that's
There we go.
That's something to
There
look
we go.
Are
forward
we
to.
really, dude?
Definitely.
I'm buying
Yeah.
Madden.
Can we please?
Yeah,
I mean,
That
they
dude
did
is a
Shane
halfback.
Gillis last year.
yeah,
they
Shane
did
Gillis
Shane
is
Gillis,
the card
yeah.
you can get on college football.
Yeah, on Ultimate Team. On Ultimate Team. Yeah, that's insane.
What position does he play?
I
Middle
don't know.
linebacker?
Left tackle, dude, for sure.
Middle linebacker?
No,
He said he was a
dude.
linebacker in tires.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's like, All-State, honorable mention.
Oh my God.
No, speaking of football, I had a girl at work yesterday ask me if I played center in high school because I like spiked something to somebody, and I was like, I don't know if you could look at me, but I would get crumpled on the O line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
center in soccer, center back.
I think she meant in the bedroom.
Are you a center? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a top or a bottom, you're a center.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of that train.
Yeah. You're the meat of the sandwich.
He's center hole, dude.
Yeah.
These 3 dudes
Okay.
stacked on each other.
Yeah, he's the guy in the center. No, it's a guy and a girl, dude. He's bi.
Play center hole.
What position are you picking in the human centipede?
First. I'm going first.
Definitely
You
last,
can all eat
dude.
my poop.
I want to know what that poop feels like at the very end.
You want to get the caboose?
Yeah,
of the human centipede.
See, really test my microbiome.
All right, we're losing viewers.
All right, well, we're talking about Israel.
Make sure to give a big boom in the comments for tell Israel and Iran to stop going boom.
Yeah. I haven't studied enough about what's going on. I just saw that.
We just threw some bombs over there.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Right. R.I.P.
Hit some very important,
Yeah.
very critical nuclear bases.
I thought we settled this like 20 years ago. They didn't have the weapons of mass destruction.
Well, they're trying to get. Dude, I don't even know.
I don't know either,
I don't know.
yeah.
Or
I think it was like
care.
a no take backsies situation,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we had to like go get them.
I think
you know
it's
what
all
I mean?
garb for just trying to make us distracted.
yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to
they're
distract
gonna do something.
They're
Something
just. It's
sneaky.
just about money, man. It's
Yeah.
about money.
Well, our entire economy runs on war and
All we're gonna
OnlyFans,
know,
so,
all we're gonna get is gas prices are gonna go up for a little bit.
I do
It's
find
all
it
gonna
funny
actually-
that they're like, what's it called? Verified countries' Twitter is popping off like
Dude, yeah.
what Trump do they have that is running their
I
social
saw-
media? Because
Did you see someone commented on there and we're like comparing their D line to or comparing their like
D-line.
defenses to like a D line in the SEC? and then it just turned into straight SEC like ball
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
shit talking.
God.
It's like leave it to Americans to just take the
Yeah.
Irani government. And
they
just change it to
compare
SEC
everything.
football.
Yeah, compare
They're like,
everything
dude,
to college
Texas
football.
is a cupcake ass school. It's like, what are we talking about anymore?
That's the one way you can get us to go to war, dude. If you shut down the NFL season for 1 year, dude.
Oh yeah.
All I'm gonna say,
I'd fight
Yeah.
for that.
I think
I'd fight for that.
We got
Send
the
all the
Swifties
country
now too.
dudes.
It'd be over.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
All the
all
country
talk-
dudes.
Yeah, send all like the Hicks, dude. All the people who want AR-15s.
All the people that
send them
yeah,
over,
all the
dude.
people that can bring their own machinery.
Yeah, they'll
just
send
them.
them, dude. They want to go. They want to shoot them guns so bad. Now they
If you
can.
have over 100 guns, you're a general. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
You good in there?
You guys can go overseas and do that if you
Yeah.
want. I'm chilling here. Don't bring it home.
Right, just don't. As long as we don't get bombed, like
I'll respect you.
Luckily, we're in Kentucky. Like, there's nothing bombed.
I was
here.
thinking about that.
right?
Like maybe they make them send a point, dude.
Well, the only threat that I know of is there's a big nuclear facility in Tennessee that's like close to the.
Well, fuck Tennessee, dude. Yeah, let them bomb.
Yeah, but I mean,
Tennessee.
if they bomb a nuclear facility, like
yeah, true.
I think we still are in like the fallout range.
Oh, we better not be.
Dude, I love that game.
Isn't like Fort Knox here, or am I stupid about that?
They don't have ship of gold though, right? Or gold?
Yeah, I don't know. Are these guys like pirates or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How does this work? Do you like?
They're all just looking for the one piece.
What are you
right
trying to
now.
Better
get?
hurry up, dude. You better hurry up and figure it out because you are getting drafted.
I'm getting. Yeah, they're gonna take my little Russian ass over there.
Yeah. So, have they officially banned trans people from being in the military? Did that happen like day one? Because that's the loophole, right?
This is
That's
gonna sound really
obviously-
bad coming off like the bat, but I hope so. So that if I do get drafted, I'm about to
Exactly.
make some huge changes in my life.
Oh my god.
How trans do I have to be to avoid the military?
I'm like on the verge of it, but I feel like a
Yeah.
draft letter would just fully send me to the other side. I'd be like, "Hey guys, it's Tammy."
Wow.
I was gonna say a
Tammy,
word that
Tammy,
you
Tammy.
probably
Not
shouldn't on the
to-
podcast, but that's okay. I'll save it for later.
to minimize the transition process. So,
I like it. Well, that's about as relevant as I want to get on the current state of the world. That's about it. Yeah,
We made
hopefully,
it 9 minutes
Hopefully,
almost.
hopefully it's fine. Yeah, hopefully our retention went up by at least 30%.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
guys, war is bad.
Yeah, let's not do that anymore. Why are we doing? Yeah.
War should only be a band. Why can't we be friends? Isn't that by War?
If we go back to swords and stuff, I say let's go. Let's run
I'd
it back.
do it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
As long as there's not guns, like that's fine. That's fine.
Honestly, we should
This
just
man is
settle shit with
truly-
the Olympics. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't we have like jousting or something?
Sorry, we have the most gold medals. You can't fuck with us anymore.
Yeah. You know, I was seeing something about how like Kentucky produces more gold medalists than like every state in America.
that is
like,
that is a
low-key,
weird
America?
thing.
the Americas, probably.
Like including South.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, what do they have?
It's
besides-
probably just because
I don't know,
kids here still
Brazilians.
don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, they're just throwing javelins in their backyard. Like that's all the
Everybody
entertainment
in
they have.
Texas is going to comedy. Everyone in LA is going to like
Yeah, be a movie
streaming.
star or something.
Yeah, streaming,
In
and then
Kentucky, we're just fucking taking a bowling ball and like a knapsack and just spinning it around, see how far we can throw it. It makes sense. It makes sense. We got some real athletes here.
All of them sitting right here.
Yeah. So I guess we should interview Tommy now.
Yeah, why don't you ask him questions?
I don't care. The world doesn't need to know about me. It's part of my private life.
Oh no.
Is that a perm?
See, that's a question you can't ask on here. No,
Why?
I'm kidding. It's not a perm, unfortunately. My hair just looks like this. That's what God gave me. My middle name means lion, and I think that like in Russian. And so I think that that's why I have the hair I do.
Wait, what's your middle name?
Ruslan.
Ruslan?
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to know my full Russian name is Ruslan Irdasov Irdatovich.
Dude, he's a sleeper cell for sure.
You could be really good at
Tommy,
hockey.
it is.
Right. He's gonna slowly steer this conversation to Ukraine and like,
Speaking of war, I just don't think like anything that's happening over there is really all that bad.
yeah.
They owned it first.
You know, borders are borders. You know. Yeah.
You guys ever played Risk? I mean,
But yeah. So Tommy,
yeah.
comedian, Lexington. When did you start doing comedy?
Probably about like 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
I used to do theater all throughout high school. Not even
surprising.
all throughout high school, like all throughout.
He's trying not to throw up.
You don't like theater? What'd you do in high school?
No, I'm laughing because he said not surprising. I'm not laughing at you. I did theater in middle school.
Oh, okay. Who'd you play?
I played the fuck you. That's what you should have said to
I
him.
played the wardrobe.
Dude, you played the flute or some shit. You majored in it.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're a band kid. I don't
Played the
even wanna
lion,
hear
the
it.
witch. I played. Fuck you. I got it wrong again. No, it was the Wizard of Oz, and I played the Cowardly Lion.
Oh, lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Hell yeah.
We're gonna kiss
Full
first.
circle.
Damn it. Fuck. You betrayed our seating.
I offered up spin the bottle, but oh no. So I did. I guess I did theater in high school and all throughout like elementary school, middle school. I've done it my whole life, essentially. And then it was that like white kid thing where people were like, "Hey, you're kind of funny. You should go do comedy." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try." And I did this show. I think it was in like I want to say Bardstown or something like that.
okay.
It was some like comedy club. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
I was 18 at the time, so they didn't want to let me in because I wasn't 21. And that was where I did my first show. Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to report that. That bar illegally let me in. And then Alex Hernandez started hosting the Maria's shows. I don't know if you guys ever went to those, but they were a ton of fun way back when, back in the olden days of comedy. And that's kind of where I started, just doing it. Yeah.
Nice. Bardstown. Do they still do that down there?
I have no idea. I've not been there since that show.
It was a club?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it closed down or something.
4 or 5 years ago. I mean, that's like COVID time.
Yeah. Like right after COVID, I started going to mics.
Okay. Nice. Who told you were funny?
A lot of people. I don't mean
Your
that
mom,
I don't mean that to
and
sound
your dad.
braggadocious.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
funny,
like,
but Tommy's so funny.
yeah, she actually approves of me. She was telling me, she's
Yeah.
like, I wish you were my son.
Yeah, God damn it. Still waiting for that one.
It's okay.
Yeah. But okay, Bardstown. So what shit. You ask a question. I don't know. We ate mushroom gummies before this. No. Yeah. Everyone except Colin.
Oh my god, you guys are idiots. I don't have any questions for you. Pass. Pass.
Okay, fair enough.
No, but we know you were adopted from Russia, right?
Yeah.
At what age were you adopted?
So I was actually adopted at like a little under a year. So I'm born in January and I was adopted that next December.
So your parents, 11 months, are like, we can't fucking do this. He's obviously gay. So
No,
He came out and like,
I was like,
yeah. Vagina like, ew.
yeah, oh my god.
Get it off of me.
good morning, Baltimore.
Oh my god. I'm deceased.
But how do you get adopted from Russia though? Like usually like
They have like programs.
yeah, but don't
I don't know. They just like threw a dart at a board and they're like, that seems cool. I really actually don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
I think like my mom and dad couldn't have kids, obviously. And yeah, it was just like a program where they're like, do you want a kid from Russia? But they actually like stopped the program like a year after my sister was adopted. So she's like within the last group of kids to be, you can't adopt from Russia anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that stop? Like that would be like 2005?
Yeah. Around then,
2005?
2004, 2005.
Okay, interesting.
The heck?
Okay.
Their final act in
Yeah.
the Cold War.
Was it like cheaper than the Chinese kids or something? Or like what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think my parents just are racist, to be honest with you.
they
yeah,
wanted a white kid.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
want to like adopt a Chinese kid and then that kid be a genius. They were like, we'll get a dumb Russian kid.
Okay.
And just set the bar really
Russians
low for
are
him.
kind of Asian though.
Yeah, I'm actually from
So are Indians.
Yeah, but they are Asian. I mean, yeah.
You know,
Right, yeah.
Russians are also
Yeah.
European.
Yeah,
Depends where he's
Kazakhstanis.
from.
I'm actually from the Asian side of
Yeah, so he is
Russia.
Asian.
East side? Is that
East side, yeah, East side. What's
East
up?
What's the difference? What's like the difference? Are you like darker? Yellower?
I guess so. I don't really know.
sorry.
You can look at me.
I don't want to.
There's
If
some
I look
mel-
too long, I turn to gay.
I guess
Something
there's
turns to stone.
I guess there's definitely like more of a Ukrainian influence on that side of
Okay.
and Mongolian.
Don't know what that
influence.
means.
and Mongolian? Yeah, there's a little melanin in you. I can tell. You got a nice little amber coloring. Yeah.
Thank
But-
you.
Not a lot of hair.
I tried a lot. Yeah, I haven't hit puberty yet.
Those are
No, I'm still waiting.
Damn.
That's like the Dagestanis, right? Those are they like Asian Russians?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
all the
don't-
wrestler people. You ever wrestled?
Naked.
No, but I did in high school get asked by the wrestling coach if I would join the team.
Really?
Yeah,
He just saw that you were Russian. You're
They didn't
like,
have any
And-
kids
and-
on the team.
my gay impulses, I was kind of like, maybe.
leotard? Oh my god.
I get to
Like,
touch
what?
men in a leotard on a mat. All right, feels
is
fair.
That why? Yeah, he was like, I know I can get this kid.
He was like,
Yeah.
he'll pin him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he'll pin him down.
Yeah, what was it that he saw in you? Like, just randomly came up to you and asked? Or?
Dude, I don't know. I guess maybe they were just really scrounging for players that
That's
year or
just
something like that.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Wow.
They're trying to hit those lower weight classes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be it.
Okay. Yeah,
They're like-
we need a 100-pounder for our league.
We need someone to win the under 6 division. So you can.
We need someone to take down the Scott County girls wrestling team.
I feel like it's a little more ethical since you also like men.
Right. You won't get a boner with these ones. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how gay you really are.
Shag
So what? So growing up, like, how did you feel like you were, an adopted kid, an adopted Russian kid growing up in America, or were you? That's pretty early to be adopted. You probably didn't really notice it.
It's weird because like it affected me in a way that like I don't really know. Every adopted kid I've talked to has like a different like processing of it all. Like I know I have
Yeah.
a friend who's like, I'll never adopt a kid. Fuck adoption. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. And then I'll have like other people who are like, yeah, I want to adopt a kid in the future. I kind of lean more on that. Like I would love to give back and adopt a kid. And
Yeah.
if kind of like what's that Haley Joel Osment movie where he gets pay it forward? You know what I'm talking about? Have
Yeah.
you guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
No.
Crazy twist at the end of that movie.
0 for 3.
He's in it. Tommy's in the movie.
You really?
No. Yeah, me and young Haley Joel Osment are the same age. But no, I think and I'm not trying to be sad on this podcast. I'm sorry, everybody. I had like a weird depression about it. I would like wake up at night and I'd go downstairs and be like, Mom, Dad, I feel like I'm alone and adopted. And they'd be like, oh, fuck you.
You are
And I'd have to go like
adopted.
tuck me away. And
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it like has affected me in weird ways. I definitely like my parents did a really good job of not keeping that shit a secret. You know those
Yeah.
stories of people that are like, I found out I was adopted at like 18. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, why would you?
Jeez. Just never tell them at that
yeah,
point.
right?
like
Just
keep
you're
that
a
shit a
kid.
secret.
I
But
feel like that.
Tell 'em on their
would make it- I
deathbed.
feel like that would make it harder to process. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All those years.
But like I've
Yeah.
known ever since I can remember that.
Parents are
they're
black.
adopted.
That's the only reason he knows, dude.
I was about to say, yeah, you're not black, so they didn't have to hide it.
Yeah.
They could have hidden it from you, but they were like,
Yeah, they were
no.
like, he's got eyes.
yeah,
He's not blind.
right. They're a
Still can
little
see.
squinty.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Okay, so growing up, like, were you always funny? Like, did you feel like that fed into your funniness at all? Just being like that lonely adopted kid. Or did that just not play until later?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I just feel weird being like, yeah, I was always a comedic genius
Yeah.
ever since I was a
You
kid.
were.
I was blessed. Was the Kanye West? No, absolutely. The weird thing is like I don't really find myself funny in a weird way. Like I think I just say things and then people are like, "Oh, that's funny."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I did that laugh." But I just like that's just kind of happened my whole life, I guess, if that makes sense. And I think like I don't know, being depressed sucks. I never want to be sad about things.
Yeah.
So like don't have depression.
Yeah.
If you're sad, but like
Idiots.
I used humor as sort of a coping mechanism for
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
of that. So I think I'll tell a lot of jokes about being adopted just to kind of help me process. But I think at this point in my life, it's less about coping and then more it's just like it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
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 Right. It's
Yeah.
actually genuinely funny.
Yeah, it's just
right.
it's just a weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but your parents love you, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
they
You-
try.
You live with them, right?
No, yeah,
Yes,
they do.
Colin.
Do you speak Russian?
I actually don't. I've tried on several occasions to learn, and I just like lose interest in it after a while. Yeah, I know. I can say like hi, like privyet.
Привет.
No, niet.
Нет.
Yes.
Yes, da.
Da.
Vodka.
Kindergarten.
The machine.
That's German. Da machine.
Yeah, I don't know much about Russian culture in general, besides like the dolls. That's about it.
In the buildings,
There's
the build. What about the buildings?
they're tall and like babushka.
Not as tall as ours.
No, but they're like
Babushka? Isn't
they're
that
like they look like
grandmother?
Hershey Kisses.
Oh, they do have that.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
cool
you're
looking
taking you're talking about
Texture.
St. Basil's Cathedral.
Sure.
That one.
Are they Jewish over there? What's the religion over there?
There's a large Jewish
Catholic?
population over there. Russian Orthodox
Russian
is a huge
Orthodox,
thing
Christian,
over there.
yeah.
Christian, Catholic. I mean, it's kind of like here.
Like, they have
There's-
their own Christianity.
Yeah, Russian.
Yeah.
Or no,
Orthodox?
it's a
Kind
version
of,
of it.
yeah.
It's like Greek Orthodox.
Oh.
Greek Orthodox is Catholic. Is it Russian Orthodox? Or,
Yeah, I think they're both Catholic.
Yeah, it's like a Catholic
Huh. Okay.
denomination.
Is it like different than regular
Yeah, they
Catholic?
worship differently. Yeah, it's different than my Catholic church.
Wow, interesting.
Their church services are way longer,
I bet.
is what I think I've heard.
Yeah.
We actually should have all gone to the Ukrainian church.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen that in
I-
Brandon Crossing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it a
Huh.
Orthodox Russian church?
Yeah, I think it's Ukrainian. I don't think they're Russian
I
Orthodox.
mean, I don't know.
but-
What's the
Ukrainian
difference?
Orthodox?
yeah, it's a little different. I don't know. I've never been.
Yeah. No, I genuinely don't know.
I
Please
don't
tell
know,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, I
like-
wish I could tell you.
Something about bread, right? Bread basket of the
I feel
world.
like aren't they the ones that like have the religion where they're like, if this snake bites me, then God isn't,
Nah.
then God doesn't want to protect me. But
That's
if I
like
pray right
Pentecostal,
now,
isn't it?
That's,
Yeah,
that's Baptist.
Is it?
No,
No?
no, that's Pentecostal.
That's
What is
Pentecostal.
it is Pentecostal, you're
Yeah.
right.
but aren't there like Pentecostal, Pentecostal? I don't know.
Pentecostal.
There's
Five
a
cocks.
lot of different branches of
Yeah.
Pentecostal too, like because
That's too confusing, bro. Just,
well, but there's a lot of Pentecostal churches where I'm from, and because there's like holiness where like they wear the long skirts all
Yeah.
the time, like and like there's different like I almost want to say levels to it. Like
Yeah.
some of them are like still do like they bring snakes into the churches and stuff. Like it's
yeah. I would like to go to one. It'd be kind of fun,
I
right?
got
Yeah.
tricked into going
You
into
got
one.
tricked? What'd they tell you?
No, I was just
We're going to church.
yeah, that's all they said.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was walking into.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
A different church than your
experience.
usual, like
Yeah,
your
because
usual
like
church.
because my family went to a Baptist church.
Okay.
so like
how'd
it
they
was-
get dragged to Pentecostal church?
No, it was just me.
Oh.
No, it was I was dating a girl, and her grandfather was the pastor. I didn't,
shit.
she was just like, go to my grandfather's church with me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh okay.
Yeah.
No idea what I was walking into.
Man.
Yeah.
You really had. You're like, is a pussy that good? Like, come on, this is
Snake
crazy.
pussy's better.
Yeah.
Well, we broke up like
Snussy.
2-3 weeks later. So you
Okay.
you tell me if there's a connection. I
Right.
don't know.
Yes, Colin.
When I was in middle school, there was a rumor about one of the other middle schools
Yeah.
that they worship snakes. And it was believable.
Really? Why is it believable?
I don't know. It was just so wacky.
Yeah.
Are you telling me there was a whole school of like goth chicks?
No, dude, it was a school.
Is it Hogwarts?
No, like so all our middle schools in the diocese were like Saint
Yeah.
whatever. I went to St. Michael's. In one of the schools, everyone said that they worship snakes.
Which one was it? Snake?
I don't want to tell because I don't want anyone I know watching this.
Yeah, all the
All
the Catholics.
Because still don't know if they do.
the rumors still.
Wait, what
persist.
was the saint that drove the snakes out of Ireland? It's got to be that
Wasn't
one.
that
Saint Brendan?
Patrick?
Patrick, yeah, that is
yeah.
Saint
Nah,
Patrick.
it was St.
yeah.
Brendan's church.
Saint Brendan.
They said St. Brendan's
fuck
worships snakes,
Saint.
and everyone believed it.
First of all, Brendan is not. That's
what I'm saying. Like,
St. Brendan's Dolphins was their mascot.
Dolphins. None of that makes
We were the
sense.
St. Michael's Trojans, and they switched to the Rainbows.
That's
Happy Pride
hard.
March.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Or something. I don't. It was. It's like something gay, like
Who?
the Warriors or something like that. And it's like the
Warriors and the Rainbows.
That is.
I don't know.
Was there really a Saint Brendan?
I swear to God,
Dude, that guy's
that part I know.
That guy's a time traveler, bro.
Saint Brendan.
I'm
Here, I'll look
Brendan.
up what he was a saint
No,
of.
I actually have a good buddy named Brendan. I won't even lie to you.
Is he a saint?
No, it's not by any means.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no one was
No.
named Brendan back then.
No.
Saint Brendan the Navigator.
The Navigator, dude, he was a time traveler.
Yeah,
he knew.
absolutely.
He knew. He said, "This is the Pacific Ocean." They're
He
like,
was
"What?"
known for the fantastic sea tale called the Navigatio Sancti Brendani Abbatis, the voyage of Saint Brendan the Abbot.
See, how else would he know it was there unless he was a time traveler?
Okay.
He's saying, "Where'd he go, though?"
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, what's up?
This is the first time-
He was a medieval text, or that's a medieval text that I just said, that voyage of Saint Brendan the Abbot, that recounts his legendary voyage across the Atlantic in search of the Isle of the Blessed or Promised Land,
Huh.
which is also
America?
the patron saint of United States Navy and the patron saint of sailors.
Dude, he was just trying to get back to America.
Yeah,
He time traveled to Bethlehem. Was like, "Oh fuck, dude, I gotta get back." I had to warn these Native Americans about what's about to happen. No one believed
Yeah,
him.
dude, but apparently they worship snakes, so
Why
Well,
snakes? I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, like aren't snakes like a symbol of the devil? Why
Yeah.
would you worship
don't know
that?
say.
Yeah, the serpent.
Is it
Maybe
'cause-
that's why.
It's because you're so holy they won't do. Is that the idea?
If you went to St. Brendan's Catholic school, let us know
Answer
in the
this question
comments.
in the
Yeah,
comments.
why'd you guys worship snakes?
Yeah, dude.
I have some friends. I mean, still, I don't really talk to a lot of people, but like my friend Mary went there.
Yeah,
Mary, why'd
Mary,
you worship
you
snakes?
worship snakes. I never asked you this
yeah.
before.
That's freaky. That's freaky as hell.
I don't know if it was like the snakes did chores or what. But
They just
The snakes were their teachers.
Did the laundry.
the Professor Serpent.
Yeah.
It's
a snake.
with
It's a
tie.
snake. Yeah, it's like the Rick and Morty episode. Snake jazz.
That's insane. Okay. We should bring this back to Tommy somehow.
Tommy
That's
said he
okay.
worships
Yeah.
snakes.
Are you religious, Tommy?
No, not
No?
at all.
Parents? Not at all
No.
either?
I grew up a strict
Where are you
atheist.
from?
Wow.
Like where I'm actually from?
Like,
or
no.
where-
Well, duh. You're from Rolla. Where are you from in America?
Lexington. I've
Oh.
lived here like ever since.
Where'd you go to high school?
Went to Lafayette High School.
Okay.
Sorry.
Does anyone at Lafayette worship snakes?
No. I don't know. I mean, maybe. There's a lot
Probably.
of shit going on there.
Yeah.
It's a public high school.
It's a lot
You
of
went
kids
there.
there. No, I went to Tender Clay.
You went there. I'm just
Not
kidding.
even from
You didn't
here.
go to high school.
Not even from here.
I didn't go
to
there.
high school.
Chopper went
I
there.
skipped it. Went straight to college.
I didn't go to high school.
Good. Who needs it? Who needs it, dude?
From St. Brendan's worships church.
So your parents
worships
aren't
saints.
Catholic or religious at all?
No.
No.
Grew up pretty atheist.
Yeah.
My mom's like what you would call agnostic, I guess.
Right, right.
So she's like, I'm not sure if there's a God, but that's
Yeah.
just atheist with being nice about it.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
literally.
yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, like, what kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Like, is there a God? It's like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
It's
None of
not
us.
all just me. Like,
Yeah, it's like, isn't it just, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so you grew up in Lexington. How was that like? Did you easily make friends? Did you easily have friend groups, or were you ostracized for being Asian?
Gay. Oh.
No, I've always had a good group of friends. Always been close with people around here. I think it's that Southern hospitality that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do you
it
think
really
it is?
isn't.
Where would you have fought in the Civil War?
I'm in Ohio, dude. We don't
Oh
fight.
fuck.
We chill.
We're just chilling.
We're just hanging out.
Kentucky, we were part of the North technically, right?
Yeah, Kentucky was.
I think it was a like a battleground
state.
state.
It was
Yeah.
just like a middle ground.
Huh. Was the Battle of Lexington and Concord here, or is that a different Lexington?
I think it was
different
Lexington, Virginia.
Lexington. Okay. Yeah. Damn. I don't know shit about anything.
I know. You don't have to. You're Asian.
Yeah,
you just know
right.
about Hiroshima, and everyone's
just-
like, "Whoa, we
yeah,
won't talk
like,
anymore about history."
Sorry. We didn't.
We won't talk about history.
Yeah, honestly, the new war really has me scared because like Trump is
Hey,
the kind of
timer.
crazy motherfucker to bring back kamikaze bombings, and like I don't think we need to do that again. You know, let's leave it to.
I think we have better technology than that now, though.
Yeah, but but think of the
yeah.
statement it would make. Like,
Sending people just to die.
yeah, I mean, like
Asian Americans only.
there's something about Trump
We're
that
too
I feel like
we're
he would
too
do that.
soft as a country to allow that.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah,
There
just
would
get a
be
drone.
outrage
Just fly a
immediately.
drone into a hospital or something.
What are you, the
Yeah.
Joker?
I
Mexican
feel like
Joker.
The Joker would be way more active in the war, don't you think? He wouldn't just be remoting it from an Xbox controller. He'd be in there planting the bombs and walking away and
Slow
detonating it.
motion.
Yeah, in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the detonator doesn't go off right. Right? That's what we need. It's a Joker. We need a Joker.
Where's
over
Heath
there.
when you need
I don't
him?
think
To
the
lighten it
Joker is
up.
pro-capitalist.
Yeah, let's just lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, it's okay.
That's actually where I'm going to take my comedy career from here on out. Is I'm just going to commit war crimes, but call myself the Joker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a solid. I don't think anyone's hit that niche.
No.
Yeah.
Call
no.
myself the Riddler,
Why is that?
the Diddler.
Do blackface?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Guys, I don't want to sit on this side of the couch anymore.
Sexual tension is building.
I know. We could cut it with a knife.
So what was starting comedy during COVID like? Because you said 5 years-ish?
Yeah.
That'd be like right as like COVID started.
It was kind of nice. Or no, I mean, it was like right after, I would say. Like, you know, when Andy Bashir was like, everybody's free. And we were all like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice because like everybody wanted to go to everything back then when it was going on. You know what I mean? So like you could tell people, you'd be like, hey, I have a comedy open mic. They're like, yes, people,
Yeah,
socialization.
yeah.
Let's go out. We'll go and show up. And now it's like, yeah, I'll get there if I can make it.
yeah, right.
But so it was actually a lot of fun. There was like those shows usually packed out pretty well. It started teetering off a little bit at the end, but like when it first got ramped up, they were good shows.
Word. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish we would bring that back. Shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Come to the open mics.
Yes.
please.
We need audience members. But yeah, I mean, Friday was a cockfest.
Well, I
yeah.
forgot to promote it.
Yeah, well,
That was
either
crazy.
way. How many people like see the promotion and then like they're like, yeah, let's go to this though.
I don't know.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. that
Okay,
many people.
hey,
Yeah.
you'll get them next time.
No, talking to Jack the other night though, he did make a good point. He was like, "There's like 400,000 people here. Like people are jack off. Like people, you know, there's enough people here to sell tickets and you know do stuff properly.
Oh yeah,
We just need to get them out. You know?
Yeah, we had a great show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Frick, that was a great show.
Thank you, Goodwood. That was
Yeah,
fucking
Goodwood,
awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, super cool. Shout out Jack Hummel. Oh,
Shout
you know
out.
who we forgot to shout out last episode was Todd Probus. Todd Probus, the man.
Bod
Sorry we missed you last week, dude.
Probus.
We had to, you know, Juneteenth promote Dirty Four, so
Yeah.
that took up a lot of the time, actually.
Back to you, Toddy.
Yeah, but Todd, you're the man.
Hottie,
Yeah.
Toddy.
Howdy,
Ow.
Toddy. I haven't seen him in a minute though. Where he's been? Probably not at our degenerate mics and shows. Out doing clean comedy.
Yeah.
The boss.
Fuck.
What do you think about clean comedy? Can you do any clean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like a lot of my Russia bits and all of that are pretty clean. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? I've done them for kids before, if that makes sense.
Where?
I used to.
Epstein Island.
Yeah. I was like, where
Where?
were you? Yeah.
You ever been to a Diddy party? No.
Yeah, he's the one. He's
Yeah.
oh, that's crazy. He's the dude in the coat closet just with the kids.
Yeah, just holding them hostage, making them watch me do stand-up comedy.
Calming their nerves before they get fucked.
Anyways, what did you do comedy for kids?
Yeah, I used to teach at this or work at this summer camp, the Governor's School for the Arts. Did you,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
I
I'm
know
talking
that,
about?
yeah.
Yeah, and they do like a teacher night or whatever, like where all the staff members perform. And I would always do stand-up comedy because getting up there and doing a monologue as an actor is so insanely boring.
Yeah.
you have a real job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't do that anymore, though.
No.
No.
Oh, what do you do now?
Me? I work in construction.
All right, so what do you really do?
Yeah, that's what I really do. I work for
dudes.
my cousin who's a contractor, and I help him like build and clean up shit all around
Nice. Okay.
Lexington and Louisville.
Little
Places like
carpenter
that.
boy.
Little carpenter boy.
Carpenter boy.
Me and Jesus walk hand in hand. Our paths align.
You're sinking.
I'm gonna make you a chair.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like
Need some.
jazz.
Yeah. I can't tell if these mushrooms are kicking in or if we're just losing steam like crazy.
Nah, we're just losing steam.
Yeah.
Everyone's tired.
right.
Yeah.
It's been a week. We all just got back from vacation of some sort.
Yeah, I was also at the pool all day. It is
Yeah.
so freaking hot
It is-
outside,
it
dude.
is burning
Yeah.
out.
Good
It is
God.
so hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Terrible.
I guess I want to talk about on my way back from Seattle. I met Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah.
No
at
way.
the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Right
Yeah,
on his
that's-
dog.
insane.
I got off in Cincinnati. It was really late at night. I got off the plane and then I went to the bathroom and then went to baggage claim. And then as I was going to baggage claim, he's right in front of me. I was like, "Is that Dan Bilzerian?" And then my next thought was like, "Was he sitting coach?" I was like, "Damn, dude!" Like,
Dan,
what-
you're bigger than this.
yeah, I was like, "What happened, bro?" I was in seat 7, so I was like, if it took me 2-3 minutes to use the bathroom, I was like, you had to be in like 25, 26 at least. Dude.
Damn.
I was like,
Damn.
who'd you sit next to? Like, who did that guy know who you were? It's like, speak out about Israel once, all of a sudden you can't get a first class flight from Denver to Cincinnati. That's tough, but he was cool about it though. I talked to him for a minute. I was like, "Are you Dan Bilzerian?" Like, yeah.
He's like, no.
No,
Get
leave
the
me
fuck
alone.
away from me.
Follow
Yeah.
Wildcat
Depends. Are
Comedy.
you Asian?
yeah. But he was here for a paintball tournament.
He thought you were John
No way.
Mulaney.
Yeah.
I
I should have
see-
said I was John Mulaney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have gotten away
Like,
with
is that a paid thing? Like a paid gig?
Probably?
I pray to God.
I hope it is.
He gets paid to be there.
appearances,
He's just there.
Just for
Could you imagine? I
appearances.
love paintball.
That's insane.
I think he's like he's in it. Like he's actually a paintballer. Like if that's
What?
a real thing.
You should have been like, pull out that weapon set on this plane right now.
Yeah, let's see.
I want to see your loadout.
The gat on you, bro. Let's see it.
Keep
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
balls on him.
I cryptically, like, as I was walking away, I was like, all right, I'll see you around, Dan, or something. I was like, yeah, I'll see you soon, or something.
You're gonna
He said,
stalk him.
you too.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened
I'll
here?
see you when you sleep, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was cool. That was yeah. Seattle was cool, too.
Didn't you hit a mic that
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
would have probably suited Tommy more than you?
Yeah, for real.
I couldn't
This
go
is- No, Colin would not be allowed in this place. Yeah. Yeah.
you
no.
either, Dylan.
Yeah.
Why not?
You-
What was?
we're straight white men.
It was like a.
Oh wow,
we
yeah.
can't go
that's
in.
hilarious.
It was called the Comedy Nest, Seattle.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
I
Solid
want to go
mic.
inside you.
Yeah. We had some cool people up there, but yeah, it was like a, queer, trans, people of color focused mic, yada yada, all that. What you'd expect out of Seattle, really. But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That makes a lot
But
of sense.
it was an interesting little theater setup they had. It was like in a club, but it was like a back room of the club. It was almost like you'd think they did like nude shows here back in like the 30s or
Oh.
something.
Kind of like Kaiju, if you've ever been
I haven't
up
been
there.
there yet,
Oh.
but probably, yeah.
Kaiju's got that weird back room that's like their theater, and it feels like I'm supposed to like strip every time I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
perform there.
Like audience super dark.
Yeah.
Can't see him at all. Stages lit up bright. It's like I should take my dick out right
Yeah.
now, you know?
Do it.
I love that.
Do
That's the
it.
feeling you get when you get on stage. You're like, I should
You know
just
what? Yeah.
maybe I should get naked for these people.
Let's cut to the chase. All right.
Nobody can stop
I'm
me.
gonna take my dick out and kill myself on stage. This is what we're really doing
Kill
here.
myself?
Isn't that'd be the best way to go out, don't you think?
On stage.
On stage, just like
On
Scarring
stage?
millions of people.
yeah, but no one would forget.
Yeah, like 9/11. It'd be the Asian. It'd be 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11, never forget.
You're doing it solely for the attention. You're
Yeah.
like, man, I really just don't
I
get
don't
a lot
know.
of attention
Living
nowadays.
in these people's heads rent free.
That Aaron Bushnell dude who set himself on fire, I think, had similar values or similar like ideology with his setting himself on fire. And no one
Is that
gives
the
a
one
fuck
that
about
did it in front of the Israeli embassy? Yeah, yeah. I remember
That's the
seeing
equivalent of what you said.
that. Is it though? Mine wouldn't be politically motivated. It'd just be a,
You're just doing it.
Yeah, but he set himself on fire.
Just for glory.
it'd be
Just
a
for glory.
long-term troll.
I'm just done.
A long,
Yeah.
a permanent troll.
A permanent troll, yeah. You will till you die, you will have PTSD from this.
And for my next
Yeah.
act,
Right. My next act, you will never forget this. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ruining all of your mental health.
Yeah, yeah. It's one way to do it, man. Andy Kaufman wanted to do that.
did he really?
Yeah, but he didn't. He died of some weird cancer instead.
Oh,
Unfortunately, R.I.P. Andy. Love you.
Actually,
Shout out, Andy. Hope you watch this.
one of the first mics I came to you, came of your alls. God damn.
Came on your alls.
First
on the
mic I
mic?
came at. No, the first mic I went to, I forget what the name of. Oh yeah, Zoolander. One of the comics there was like, did you know the guy who wrote Zoolander killed himself and like left all these little clues that were like jokes to find his body?
That'd be kind of fun.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Is it true?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. I just took
Yeah.
this word for word from this man.
All right,
That's
fact check.
my red flag immediately is you could tell me something. I'm like, oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna go tell everyone I know.
That's the level of stupid I'm at. I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Why would you be telling me this if it wasn't true?
Yeah, don't lie.
Yeah, this is the first time I think on this podcast we've fact checked anything. So
Okay.
pretty momentous
Yeah.
podcast.
Man, now
Yeah.
the pressure's on me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're breaking all kinds of barriers. In this
Who
pod.
told that joke though? Do you remember?
It was the guy. He hasn't been back to any of the mics since.
Okay.
He was the guy who improv'd his entire set. I don't know if you remember that. He had like the
Oh.
ponytail and the glasses. He looks kind of like Will, the bartender, but he's not.
Yeah, taller guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember who because he works at Trader Joe's. I'm doxing this guy. He works at Trader Joe's. Yeah, I've met him there several times, and then I saw him show up at the mic. I was like, what the hell? So
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
I don't know his name, but I know where he works.
Trader Joe's guy.
Yeah.
If you ever come back to the mics, can you confirm that information is true for me or not?
It's not. He
It's
died
not?
of cancer in 2020
God
Oh.
damn it.
at age 67.
Well, dude,
He just lied.
way to fucking lie to us all.
Who was it?
Us.
What was his name, dude? I don't know his name.
Well,
What-
he
you
looked
went
like
to
a.
Mike?
Trevor or something.
He looked like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Trace.
Yeah,
a Trace or a Trevor.
Trace,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. He was I don't know how to describe him honestly. He's like tall, kind of.
Chill.
He looked like if you mixed like Logan Shade and Will, the bartender from Ethereal, together.
That was actually kind of close.
That was
Fell on the stairs.
really
All
impressive.
all the way down the stairs.
That's
Yeah,
downstairs.
right. That almost hit exactly. Into
Yeah, I was
yeah.
trying to get the little thing.
That'd have been cool as fuck.
Thanks.
Actually,
I'm
yeah.
not throwing anything else.
Yeah, especially not that
Get
too.
my fidge out.
Hopefully,
Fidge.
hopefully your Thunder shoot better tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen Williams, please, if you're watching this before the game somehow, please shoot good tonight,
Even
dude.
though it probably won't
I'm
be
gonna
posted till
fucking
tomorrow.
freak out if OKC loses tonight.
Jalen Williams is actually projecting into this room right
Yeah,
now,
Jared.
getting mentally prepared.
Get ready for our surprise guest.
Yeah, he's not at the game. He's here. Hey,
Now with
Lewis
us
is
before
not
Game
there.
7.
We jet him out.
Shay,
Yeah.
I know you can hear
Game
me.
7's coming up, dude.
Yeah, that's
30 minutes or
Ever since-
8:30 or 8.
Ever since Shea
8:30, I
Gilgeous
think.
Alexander's been more popular, like I keep on hearing people call him Shy,
Shy.
and I'm just
well,
like, yeah, like
Shy Gillis.
so like it was Shy Gilgeous Alexander, yeah,
Shy
or
Gillis.
Shy
Gillis.
Alexander, yeah,
Oh my
Shane Gillis Alexander.
I like that shy guy.
The Shane Gillis Alexander meme is like on par with like, have you seen the Eric Andre and Danny DeVito matchup?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so funny. It works so good for no
I've
reason.
never
Have you-
seen
have
that.
you
I'm
all
looking
seen
it
the-
up.
seen-
No, I've
Have
never
you all
seen
watched
that.
have you all watched the Netflix the new Netflix documentary about them killing bin Laden yet?
No, I haven't. No.
Bro, in that it just took the
You see the Eric Andre Danny DeVito? It's so good. It's so good.
But in
that, look at that. Look at that beautiful man.
but in that new
That's gonna be
Netflix
the cover
doc,
for.
Colin, that's what you and Paris's kids would look like.
Looks like some like Italian uncle.
He looks like an executive of like a pasta company.
but in that new Netflix doc, they talked about how they called bin Laden the pacer because that's how they tracked his location is he would walk out into the garden every night and pace back and forth, and they use like the shadows to confirm his height and his like features and stuff. And so that just made the Halle Band
Oh yeah.
the Halle Band nickname that much stronger.
Yeah.
I was like, that is fucking perfect.
I did
Like,
watch the on Netflix. They have a documentary about Rob Taylor. He was essentially the Canadian.
Lexington comic.
No, hold on.
Like,
What?
whoa.
What is it? No, Rob Ford. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Rob.
Rob, congratulations.
Yeah, you made
Have
it,
a
Rob.
documentary about you.
You might not be aware of
We've
it.
been recording it this whole time since you've been coming to Mike's. But no, Rob Ford, he was like the Canadian Trump. He became the mayor of Toronto, and he was just like this fat, like just crazy
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, he got he got accused of like smoking crack, and then he was just like, no, I don't smoke crack, and then the video came out of him clearly.
Because that was going on when like the Raptors were relevant. Because I remember there being a bunch of
Yeah.
memes when the Raptors were going to the finals.
It was like
about that
2012,
shit.
2013-ish.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
dude, Rob Ford. And like he had everyone, like he was like a populist guy. He was a Trump where he would just like show up at people's door. Like there's a story of him like getting Chinese food and then like they didn't have a delivery driver. So he was like, oh, I'll deliver it. And then delivered Chinese food to some people. And it's like their mayor, you know?
Okay.
So they're like, what?
Oh my
Rob Ford's
God.
here.
Smoked crack.
Yeah, but yeah, he like vehemently denied it for so long, and then a video comes out of him doing it, and then he just
Fun of
like
the video.
apologizes, and then like 3
We're
months later,
doxing this.
another video comes out of him smoking crack again. And he just like keeps smoking crack.
So nice they did it twice.
Yeah, keeps staying as the mayor, right? And just eventually he passed away from something. But,
No, because the mayor of Toronto sounds like a bit. Like that doesn't sound like a real thing.
yeah,
That sounds like a Paw Patrol title of something.
yeah, mayor of Toronto.
Chase, we need you to go save the mayor of Toronto. Holy shit, that guy absolutely does crack.
Oh yeah, Rob Ford. Yeah, there's the video. There's the picture of him doing crack.
I've never
When
looked at
Trump
somebody and
doing crack.
immediately saw like, yeah, you do crack.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, he's so red in the face. He's so big, and he's so. But
I mean this in a nice way. He looks like every fat guy in an office comedy. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. He looks like the before Ozempic of Trump, kind of. And apparently, he kind of paved the way for Trump to like, because before in politics, like politicians never really attack the media, but he like was the pioneer of that during that time. He's like, oh, it's the leftist media trying to make me look like I smoke crack or whatever. He does.
The woke mob saying you can't do crack in office
Yeah.
anymore.
How ridiculous! I'm the mayor. I would never do crack. Does crack regularly.
Loves crack.
Loves crack, dude.
Guys, Toronto's not even real. I don't know.
Yeah. What is this place? What else is there to do here?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, on late night, I think someone made the joke. It's like, to be fair, there's not much to do in Toronto. But yeah, when are we gonna get a fun politician like that again?
We have them.
Yeah, but they're not fun.
No.
Yeah, they're just crazy. I want another one. What was that one lady that was like a freak? What was her name?
Sarah Palin.
Maybe. No, this was after Sarah Palin. She was like a staunch supporter of Israel. I don't know. She got caught fucking in a movie theater or something like that. Yeah.
I'm glad how you asked
whatever.
us to name a politician and all of us went dead silent. Shows how aware we are of the world.
Ricky Rubio.
That lady from
Marco. Oh, is it
Ricky
Marco?
Rubio.
Or is it Marco? I don't remember.
Bo
Herschel
Allen.
Walker.
Oh yeah, Herschel Walker wasn't he almost like the governor of Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time he
And
ran.
then he got caught like embezzling a shit ton of money or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his gay son, who was like super homophobic at the same time, was blowing up on
What an-
TikTok then.
Dude, like generational CTE, probably. Yeah, you think your sperm can get CTE if you like are fucked up enough?
I know. We should start running studies on that.
Speaking of CTE, didn't Antonio Brown get in some stuff lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He's
like,
wanted on murder charge, attempted murder, or flashing a gun.
yeah,
He
yeah.
pulled a gun at a club or something like that.
No,
and like,
he shot at
yeah, I was
people.
gonna
He
say,
fired at
yeah,
people.
yeah.
It's
I was gonna
attempted
say
murder.
he's in some people died in there, and they're so like, but all like multiple people were shooting or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's a suspect.
It's the same thing from the video that came out when he was in Vegas.
Oh, he was getting jumped or something?
Well, he claimed he was being jumped and
Yeah.
people were trying to snatch his chain.
Good move.
But he grabbed, because the video cuts out like right when he pulls out the gun. But it turns out that he had stolen that gun off of a security guard that was at the venue. And so like he's in even bigger shit because it wasn't his weapon.
Hey, he's
like
still
you
No,
could've
no, no,
just-
no. Not
he's
as big
still
of
got
shit as the security guard who lost that gun.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's already
Jesus.
fired. Yeah. There's no way he has a job anymore.
How do
Like-
you lose a gun as a security guard?
Well, they said the security guard was like trying to take him out, and apparently, like while he was trying to take him out, he snuck and grabbed it or something. Like,
Got
I
your
don't know.
nose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got your gun.
Damn.
Shout out Antonio Brown though. You know, he's doing the
That
right
is
thing.
that is the trademark of CTE.
Yeah.
Just everything he
CTE.
does.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is a media legend
Yeah.
these days, though.
Oh, dude.
Wait, he does like
If he goes away, I'm not gonna know what to do with myself on Twitter.
I know, right?
That's,
Talk about comedy.
What was his? Yeah, what was his like? He had like a white comedian of the year.
Cracker of the year.
Cracker
and
of the year.
Kevin Hart was in the running.
yeah.
He's so funny.
It was like Kevin Hart, Kyle Rittenhouse,
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis, and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I think Trump won it or something like that.
Did he really?
Yeah, like
oh
Trump
my
won
God.
White
I know
Boy of the
Shane
Year.
Gillis won it 1 year.
Oh yeah, it was Shane Gillis. Yeah.
He's like,
Guys, everybody in the
He
comment, who's
talked
the
about
cracker
how
of the
honored
year?
He was.
yeah. He's like, honestly,
Shane
I've
talked
never
about
been
how
more
honored
honored.
he was. That was fucking hilarious.
Like, would you rather win an Emmy or
ESPN Cracker of the Year award.
yeah. Antonio Brown probably has his own like top 10 reel of CT ESPN moments of just him.
Oh, yeah.
crashing
Oh,
out
yeah,
or something.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Psycho.
He was really good though.
Oh,
He was fucking incredible. Yeah, you're a Steelers fan, you know.
possibly
Yeah.
yeah. Possibly the most dominant prime of a receiver ever.
for real.
His numbers were insane.
I mean, it was in like just like yards after catch and stuff. Too,
Yeah.
just every statistic.
Yeah.
he was just a ball hawk.
Could you tell as a Steelers fan, like, was it the perfect hit that like kind of changed the timeline, or was it like before
Dude,
that?
dude was getting. I mean, the fact that he ran across the field so much, he was getting hit on every play.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
just so big he could get back up.
Yeah,
he's a big
yeah.
dude. I
He
mean, he's
is,
not
yeah.
like he's still. I mean,
because that
he's
was
strong.
like his 5th or 6th year in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video of like his interviews in the locker room as a rookie, and then like year 2 and 3, it's
just
already
really-
Yeah, I mean, because
drastically
he was getting
different.
hit
Like,
a lot before that.
his
Yeah,
rookie
yeah.
year, he got drilled by, I think it was Suggs.
Oh yeah,
It was either because it wasn't Ray, but it was one of those
yeah. Ravens linebackers,
yeah.
right?
I mean, just ugh. That's
Tough.
that division.
Yeah.
Just always.
How hard do you think you have to be hit to get a concussion? Like, what do you think? What do you think that
it
feels like?
doesn't take
I've
take
got-
as much
I've-
as you
I've been
think.
hit into a concussion.
Really?
I have
Shit.
too.
multiple times.
I've been
Yeah.
basketball, but I've never in football.
Football, dude. Yeah, I've been hit so hard my head hit the ground.
Ooh.
And that's
Yeah.
what hurts, bro. I got
Yeah.
clotheslined, and I fucking literally just went boom, and just my head smacked the ground.
Do you play on turf?
Not as much as we did on grass.
Really?
Yeah.
Most
Grass
of-
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Grass
Well,
hurts.
turf, yeah, but
I-
turf is worse.
Turf
hate
bounces, bro. No, turf burn hurts way worse.
Yeah.
But bounce, like getting tackled on some certain turfs, there's some bounce to it.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't hurt as bad as like just a solid concrete like feeling. Our field was so ass too.
Yeah.
It was just literally dirt. It was just dirt. You just got
Yeah.
tackled on dirt.
I feel like nice grass. I played on nice grass like once. I
Nice
liked it
grass
way
will
back.
nice grass will be good.
Yeah.
But like the
Yeah.
grass we played on, and if you still had grass field, it was shitty ass.
Yeah,
grass.
yeah, true. No, I played on turf. That shit sucked. I hated
Turf
it.
burn is the
Yeah.
fucking worst.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you? This is plastic. I'm
Yeah,
grating
turf
myself
burn.
on
Yeah,
plastic.
dude,
It's
literally
so-
just like sliding or something.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad.
I feel like they should make turf like more rubbery.
more rubbery.
More.
yeah.
I want more rubber in that
More
turf.
bounce in it,
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little granules. Just make it a like bounce house.
Yeah,
type
what's
The
that-
thing.
AstroTurf was bouncy.
Yeah.
Was
really
it really?
bouncy? Yeah.
yeah.
They didn't even wear cleats. They wore like shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out there in Chuck Taylors.
They're out there in fucking like Jordans.
yeah, yeah.
They literally were. Dude. It was
Yeah.
like Chris Carter
Yeah.
wear Jordans.
Yeah, didn't Randy Moss wear like regular tennis shoes?
Yeah,
too?
they all
Yeah.
did because
Yeah.
it was AstroTurf. AstroTurf is just
AstroTurf
it's just fuzzy
turf is-
carpet grass.
Yeah. Gross,
Terrible
dude.
though.
That's like all those dudes are just brain dead at this point.
Oh yeah.
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 Jesus.
That's what they play baseball on, isn't it? Isn't that the turf in the fields? AstroTurf.
No,
No.
Oh,
that-
never
just
mind.
grass
No,
usually.
there's a new kind of turf now that most fields have gone to. That's like
It's essentially sod.
it feels more like real grass.
Problem is though, a
gives
lot of cleats
more
get
like-
caught on it.
Well,
longer
that's
turf.
that's the turf that they're trying to go away from. That's
Yeah.
the pellet
Oh.
stuff because
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cleats dig into it too well
Uh-huh.
to where like if you're trying to plant and cut, your foot gets caught.
Yeah.
Knees, ankles, everything
The
just
Jets
get
and
fucked up real
your team
real
has
bad.
the same turf as the Jets.
Yeah, yeah, they're the only two teams left with it. It's the stupidest shit.
Yeah, how do owners justify that at this point?
I don't want
Like,
to spend. Turf's expensive. It's millions of dollars.
Yeah,
But I mean,
like,
I know
it's your
trust me, I know.
investment, Yeah,
But you'd think.
Yeah.
They make enough just off of
They
the
just don't care.
what's it called, the owners fund or whatever that they all contribute into and then it's distributed up even. They make enough off that to redo the turf every fucking
Oh yeah,
year
they,
if they wanted
they
to.
could redo the turf
Like,
before every game if they wanted to.
Yeah.
like
they just don't want to.
There's no excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's the problem. They just don't care. They just don't. They're just like,
It's so frustrating.
boomers, dude. Yeah, ruining the
yeah,
world.
just ruining careers, just
Yeah.
kneecaps, just going through the bottom of their
Yeah,
legs.
for real.
Jesus.
Guys with hundreds of millions of dollars being that stingy
Yeah.
is just absurd. to
Yeah.
me.
Spending that
like-
much on someone to get hurt too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
yeah.
real, for real.
You're spending money on a guy. You're like, you paying a dude $50 million. He's getting hurt every year.
Yeah. Y'all think Saquon Barkley's gonna suffer the Madden curse?
No.
No, because it happened this last year.
It
Who
did.
was it?
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the year before though, Josh Allen, he was fine, right? He survived it.
He hasn't hit any peak.
He transferred it to
Hey, he
DeMar.
married Haley Steinfeld. That's
Josh
Yeah,
Allen
it's
transferred
peak.
it to DeMar.
Lamar Hamlin took the Madden curse for him. Yikes, dude.
he's like, hey, can you shoulder this for me, bro?
yeah. He's like, hey man, I'm way too.
Josh
important.
Allen didn't get hurt. He just got PTSD.
Yeah. Who was 23? Who was on the cover of 23? I can't remember.
Is that
Was that Lamar?
I was gonna say, I think it's Lamar Jackson,
Lamar,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. He
And
was
then
fine
he got
too,
hurt.
right?
And well, that's the year. Oh no, he was fine.
Yeah. Did he win MVP?
I think that was an MVP year.
Yeah.
You know, back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Madden curse used to be so much more consistent.
yeah.
Now it's not. Ever since they did that, like Troy Polamalu, Larry Fitzgerald cover, where it was like,
You could do safe bets on that.
yeah, they're like, let's put these old heads on. here.
Yeah.
Then they did one with like Barry Sanders. Like, all right, Like, you can't even.
John Madden, he's already dead.
Yeah.
But he's mad.
I forget how far back that goes because didn't it start with like Marshall Falk?
Yeah, yeah,
What was that 01
Yeah,
cover that he
2001,
had?
yeah.
2000
I think.
cover. God.
yeah.
Because then it was Sean Alexander in 02. He tore his ACL that year.
Sean Alexander was
I thought Sean
07.
Alexander was 04. It was 04, 05.
04
No,
is
I think
Vic.
Adrian Peterson was.
04 is Vic.
Yeah, 05
Yeah,
was Ray
you're right.
Lewis.
03.
06 was Donovan McNabb. 07 was
07 was Alexander because the
Okay,
Steelers won the
yeah,
06 Super Bowl and I wanted it. It should have
Yeah.
been. I thought it should have been like one of our players.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hines Ward or someone.
Yeah, true.
Or Jerome Bettis.
Well,
That
they
was after
sure as
that
hell
season.
weren't putting Ben on it.
No, yeah,
'Cause
he
that
had
was a
just
year
gotten,
after all that
Yeah,
shit.
won the Super Bowl. Fuck some chicks.
That was what, second year in the league?
Nah, it was like his fourth or fifth,
Oh, okay.
third or fourth.
And then Vince Young, 08, did anything? His career just sucked.
Yeah, he just.
Well,
Yeah.
he had a concussion that year.
Was it really? Okay.
Then Brett Favre,
never
09.
came-
His career
Brett
came to
Favre.
an end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that.
I remember because you could get the Packers Brett Favre, and then they had the Jets Brett Favre
Yeah.
cover too.
Yeah.
They switched it like right in between.
wasn't because that I think that was the first year they did the All Madden
All
edition
play.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think that's the first year they did that, and that's why they had the two different covers. Because I
okay,
think
okay.
the Jets one was the regular one, and then the Packers one was
It's like a younger
the-
Brett Favre.
Yeah, it was like the
Yeah.
All Madden
Legacy
edition
or whatever, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Brett Favre has a documentary on Netflix too.
But
Which,
I'm
if,
stealing money. He's a terrible person.
if you get a documentary on Netflix about you, like
You're
fucked up
done.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Are they
But
talking about his? Are they talking about his career? Or are they talking about his fucking?
It was his
money-
career. Yeah. It
Money
was,
laundering.
no,
Well, it was
I don't
his
think they got to
career.
that.
No, it wasn't even that.
I
It
have
was
to pee so bad. I'll
it
be
was
right back.
wasn't it sexual assault allegations that came out in
Jesus.
that or something. It was something else. Like it was. It started a whole new drama
Jesus.
to do with him. Which, good God, as if he needs it after
God,
the-
yeah, dude.
after embezzling money from like what was it, the education
the,
fund of
the
Mississippi?
volleyball team and stuff. Like he followed through like a
yeah,
bunch of
fuck.
programs.
Yeah.
But it was mostly their volleyball team.
Dude, that was like my favorite player growing up too.
Yeah, you find out he's a fucking terrible person.
Because at the time I was dealing with the Bengals having like John Kitna and shit. So I loved the Bengals, but I was like,
Yeah.
I can't root for this shit. Like,
Yeah.
You just have to root for it.
let's find somebody. Let's find somebody to actually like watching
Yeah.
play football. And of course, I
Well,
choose.
if you can separate the man from the
the
athlete.
Well, yeah, because I was
you're a
what,
kid, dude.
7,
You're like
8,
you're over
like-
there like I don't know.
yeah. I don't know the
funny
man
as hell.
personally. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I was so annoyed. Everyone was always talking about Ben Roethlisberger, like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, just I don't care, bro. I just care about football. What are we just taking potty breaks?
Yeah.
Bro, I saw somebody make a joke the other day that I actually think has traction, talking about how Perfect as a Bengal is like quote unquote one of the dirtiest players to ever play, and then it had him in a Steelers jersey and it said Hall of Famer. It's like they have had a lot of those guys.
Man.
Oh man.
Shout out James Harrison.
Yeah, probably.
He wasn't like dirty though.
Yeah, but it
was
wasn't
he?
dirty.
Yeah.
Watch the hit on Josh Cribbs and tell me he's not dirty.
I mean, if you're bigger than look at the size difference.
Yeah. Wasn't
Tell me how you can hit him cleanly.
Josh Cribbs, he was like what?
Josh Cribbs is like a
6'3", like
6
240 or
foot,
something.
Yeah, like 6. He's like skinny. He's a receiver.
Yeah.
Like skinnier than James
he
Harrison, who
wasn't even
benches.
he wasn't even like a good receiver. He was
He's
like
just a returner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he was a
returner.
specialty
He was
guy.
a speedy guy, so he's like one
yeah.
of those
They
quick
used
guys.
him
Yeah,
because
imagine
that
James,
was like a screenplay.
Yeah, the hell he's supposed to do. James Harrison lets up. He's still knocked it.
Yeah.
I've seen James Harrison bench like 300-pound
Yeah.
dumbbells with like like bands on
yeah.
chain.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude. He was still active.
This guy's a maniac.
yeah, it's like he could kill a lot
Have you
of
seen
people.
him? Have you seen him playing fucking volleyball with a
game start
20-pound
today.
medicine ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Like
right.
what the fuck?
Like throwing it-
How are you? How is that possible?
Literally
First
using
of
his
all?
whole body.
Yeah,
to
throwing it
throw
like feet in the
Yeah.
air, like
Right.
just
And then catching it
That's
too.
the most insane shit I've ever seen.
yeah. That man is.
Who just thinks of that as let's go get a workout today. Let's play sand volleyball with a 20-pound
Yeah.
medicine ball.
And he's like bumping it.
Yeah, spikes the shit
Yeah,
out of it.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. NFL players are built different.
Tommy, I know are you a sports fan or
Yeah, I sort of. I'm not like, I'm bad in the sense where I'll root for teams and I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah. Like I grew up a Bears fan,
Yeah.
which is, terrible.
Yeah.
Pain. Yeah,
Pain
just
every single
ultimate pain.
year. Don't even talk to me about the Jay Cutler years of football.
the GOAT? Yeah.
My goat, personally. Miss him. King, come back to the Bears. No, I grew up playing soccer, and so like all my friends played baseball. So I was like the one like weird kid that played soccer, and was like, and then I like devoted myself. I was like, I'm gonna learn everything about soccer since they know everything about baseball.
Yeah.
And that was the wrong move to make. Because who the fuck wants to talk about soccer unless you're in like Europe or something like that? Like,
Mexican.
I mean, now though, like that'd have been
Yeah.
the move. Yeah, if you kept
Yeah.
with it, you'd been probably pretty popular by now.
yeah, absolutely. But no,
You gave it up too early.
I'm just bi now. That's all they gave me.
Yeah, I like how when you talk in voice about yourself, like when you were saying how you felt, you used a super gay voice, and your like voice isn't even gay. You were like, I gotta go learn this. It's like a lot of people do the opposite. They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
That was my child voice.
Oh,
A little gay child.
little gay boy.
No, I did have a little gay voice as a kid. I'm not even gonna lie.
When did you figure out you like penises too? What's that?
Yeah, let's break that down.
Yeah.
No, so, I actually should have brought it. I'm pissed I didn't. In high school,
Penis?
yeah,
Left it at home.
I left my penis at home. I'm sorry, guys.
All bisexuals have detachable penises, obviously.
Yeah,
That's how you become.
Did you not know that?
I gotta try mine out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why it comes off.
righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's the yeah.
Bionic. Yes.
Yeah, it's short for bionic.
Remember those like Lego figures? That's me.
Bionicles.
That's what we actually all are.
What were the drag queens saying? We're having testicle difficulties.
Yeah. Tommy
Same.
Testicle.
Tommy testicles.
But yeah. So when did you find out?
I mean, I think I've always known in a weird way. It's just like never occurred to me. I at first had this stance before I came out where I was like, it's okay to think dudes are hot. Like, I think you're just a really comfortable straight man who really like enjoys a good looking dude. You know what I mean?
And we're at the lunch tables like,
yeah, exactly.
The teacher's like, I said any questions about the test?
I'm like, oh yeah, I guess.
why did he say that?
Yeah.
We all saw La La Land, right?
Oh my god, dude,
I
that
think-
is funny.
I think that was the movie that did it for me, to be honest with you guys. No,
Made you
you all. I'm about to tell the saddest story ever told. I was in the
Okay.
9th grade when La La Land came out, and nobody wanted to go see it with me. So I went by myself in the theaters to go watch La La Land. And this old couple behind me got up and started dancing. And the like scene where they're dancing in the planetarium and shit. That's the loneliest I've ever felt. That is the lowest moment of my entire life.
Wow.
I cried too. I
Yeah.
cried at the end of that movie.
Because of the movie or because of the loneliness?
I think it was both.
It was a combination.
I think it was just like, I'll never have this
Right.
moment in my life ever.
I am gay.
Yeah. I want to be both Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. Fuck.
Do you guys see those memes or like those videos? It's like when Juneteenth and Pride Month end up on a weekend. And it's like a DJ, and it's like, when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay. And it like goes like gay. It's like, I had a dream. I thought that I was gay. And it's like a
Crazy
remix of
mashup.
that. Yeah, it's great. It's insane. It's been stuck in my head all month. So when you said when I was in 9th grade, I was like, when I was in 9th grade, I thought that I was gay. It's gonna be our outro song for this podcast.
I have a serious question, for all the gay people out there. Did anybody ever like listen to that Macklemore song and be like, "Yeah, I'm gay"?
Yeah.
Was that like a
Thrift shop?
changing moment for
Yeah.
somebody?
Thrift shop.
No.
No.
Yeah, thrift shop.
It's the only Macklemore song I know.
Did you listen to Thrift Shop and you're like, "Yeah, this is me. I feel
You're
this
like,
song."
I'm gay.
I was literally like, I could play that on the saxophone.
Like, I love
and
thrifting.
I literally did.
Can you do it for us right now?
if I got my
I thought that I
saxophone
was gay.
out. Yeah.
Gay.
Gay.
That one?
Yeah.
No,
What song?
I kind of
That
got
one.
I kind of got bullied into coming out as bi, not in like the conventional way that people were like, "You're gay, come out, you
Yeah.
fucking loser." It was kind of like that, but everybody just was really excited for me and had realized it before I had. Because like again, I did theater in high school, so you know who I was around. I wasn't around. I wasn't like on the football team. Like, oh, I hope nobody knows I'm looking at him in the shower. And like, we were all like kissing each other and making out backstage and whatnot.
You got gay bullied?
Yeah, I got gay bullied.
Gay bullied, dude.
I got bullied into coming out in like a positive way.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, we just really want to support you, so come out. I remember my friend in the car. We were driving to Southland bowling lanes. And she turned around. She was like, "Just come out as gay right now. Do it right now for everybody."
and then just bullied.
And so I did.
What's her name? Dox her now.
Yeah.
No,
Dox her now. Dox her. Same way she asked you to come out of the closet. I'm just kidding.
yeah, this is revenge.
Yeah, bitch.
Welcome to the Pride Podcast. I'm outing everybody I know as gay.
Something about doing that at the bowling alley is really funny.
Yeah.
Strike. You're gay.
Good one.
Yeah.
I noticed how you went right in between those two pins. Do you think that speaks to your sexuality a little bit?
Your balls can never go straight. Why is that? Yeah.
I don't know.
Curving your ball.
No, there was this kid that came out as gay in high school. As a lot of kids did in high school. But
Yeah.
my friend was taking him home, and he told me this story. And he had like just come out. This guy had, and he was taking him home, and he was like asking him for directions, making small talk and whatnot. And my friend goes, "So, still straight?" And the guy goes, "No, I actually came out a couple of months ago." And my friend goes, "Oh no, I meant direction wise, but congratulations." But I think that's the best way to ask somebody if they're gay.
That's a good sketch right there. Yeah. If you want to ask some guy if he's gay, just like take him home one night.
Still straight? Hey, you still straight?
So, what do I do here? Do I take a straight?
Oh my god.
I can go right or left.
Hey, whichever one you like,
I go both ways. I just would like to be clear while we're in this car together.
Turn both ways. Wow.
God.
That's fun though. So it sounds like it was overall positive experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have like I say in my bit, like I didn't have the like we hate you, you know,
Yeah.
any like homophobia or anything like that.
Right.
But which was nice. I mean, I'm very blessed for that.
Yeah.
Shout out Lexington, Kentucky for being a positive gay
we're
culture.
solid here, you know?
Yeah.
It's not bigoted.
No.
You go 20 miles any direction though.
Actually, I don't think bigotry exists. Let me just say that. Yeah, based on my experience in life, I think you all are making that up.
Mushrooms are kicking in. Let's go.
I think.
Alex has that joke, right? It's like, so I like, I don't think anyone's racist really. That's so good. That's so funny. I've had that exact same thought though. Like I was like, no one's really like that bigoted, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, they are.
No, they are.
They definitely are. Yeah.
To be clear, yeah, I don't want to get canceled on this podcast.
Let's go to my hometown.
Dude, last night, these two
Oh
old
my
people
God,
walked
yeah.
out because as soon as this black comic, Tylon?
Tylon, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Tylon, he's hilarious. But this old couple, they just walked out, and apparently it's because he was saying the F word too much.
Yeah,
like
they
everyone
walked
else
out.
before him was
Jesus.
saying the F word
Way
plenty for
more.
everyone. Yeah. But he I saw that you saw that lady too.
She was staring at
Yeah,
him.
she was not having a good time the
And then she
whole
just
night.
dipped. She had a big band-aid on her face.
Yeah, she did. She was. I mean, there was something wrong with her clearly.
Not to be woke, but like, what an unhappy way to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Just like
Good God, yeah. You come to a comedy show and get that offended.
and then
That's
her
insane.
husband like called Tylon an asshole or something.
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
Damn.
it's just like too many F words. He's like, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
And it was whatever.
Walking
Whatever.
into an Applebee's, like, oh fuck, there's black people in here. This is really gonna ruin my triple dipper experience.
She was mad because like she brought her grandson or something. Like she said it was too inappropriate for him. I overheard this in the lobby. When
How
they
old
were
was the
talking.
grandson?
Like 17. Yeah, just like right. Like use it.
He says a lot worse.
Ask,
for real.
Ask him what his
In the
favorite porn
lunchroom.
star is right now. He'll name 8 women you've never heard of.
Literally, you even like you crowd worked him a little bit.
Yeah, I said I sold my SSRIs to him.
Yeah.
He's my biggest customer.
That's what she was actually mad about. She was
Yeah,
like,
she found out.
Let him be depressed.
Like, depression doesn't exist.
Stop
I love
taking those.
in 94 or 80 and 61.
Yeah, God, boomers, dude.
Those are old.
Yeah.
She was
dude.
probably just mad that you
They-
lied about the sex drive going down because she's probably
Yeah,
cleaning
they're
a lot of
fucking her
dirty
son.
socks,
Yeah.
you know?
Whoa! Sorry.
I
I
didn't
don't know. We should end the podcast. now.
completely different direction.
We should end the podcast right now, though. Whatever I just said doesn't have to happen.
It is Kentucky. I mean, shit, you know. You never know. But yeah, it was a good show otherwise, though. Thank you, Goodwood, again.
Yeah, thanks, Encore.
Thanks, Encore.
Thanks, Encore.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Encore.
Good of you all for performing at a place called Goodwood during Pride Month.
Yeah, right.
They did give me some good wood.
They did?
I was trying to think of a riff on that. I didn't have
My
it.
only
Yeah.
joke
okay.
about the whole night that I didn't even say, I wanted to say something along the lines of like, so none of us got Billy Strings tickets, I assume. I forgot.
Yeah. It was cool, like being able to perform and seeing a Target right there.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
yeah, nice,
Yeah.
sick. All right, there's Target, there's Fayette Mall. That's about Lexington, right? Yeah, that's about sums it up.
The scenery.
The cornerstone of
Yeah.
this town.
Go see the sights and
Yeah.
It's bad.
I hate when people. Do you guys probably experience this too? When people come from like out of Lexington and they're like hanging out with you, they're like, "What's there to do here?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah. It's just,
Stuff.
yeah. You could go to Ramsey's, dude. I don't know.
You could go to Woodland Park and you could see 8 of the craziest homeless people you've ever seen in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, our homeless are pretty cool here, though. I'll
No, I
say.
do like
Yeah.
our homeless.
When I was in Seattle, the homeless were not cool at all. Dude.
Oh, really?
They were loud. They would heckle you. It's like I'm not even on stage right now. You're like, come on, chill out. But no, like my dad's been up there for a while, so he's like, yeah, man, this place has changed. We were literally walking past a Ross, like right by Pike Place Market, and they were like, it was 9 p.m. They're closed, and so they're loading more stock into there. And they had like armed security outside.
What the fuck?
For
they
the
were,
Ross?
They were low key helping like the boxes. they were like pushing the boxes along. I was like, dude, for a Ross, I know, for a Ross, dude. That's how rough it is, man.
Everybody gear up. We're going to the Ross. Dress for less.
All $30 of that merchandise.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Sergeant, report to your post.
It's rough out there. And like as the night goes on, it smelled more and more like piss. Just like a
do they have like a
collective-
sniper on the top of the Ross? Like,
they probably need it. Yeah.
They hit the second Ross.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was like. I was so surprised. Like, dude, that's a Ross, bro. Like, people are that down bad here. That's crazy.
the
but,
tagline is dress for less. I don't think.
yeah.
$0 is included. Yeah. 5-finger discount. You just rob a Ross.
They don't care. Dude, I feel like the worst thing I've learned as I've gotten older is that how little stores care about you stealing.
Yeah.
This is my pro stealing part of the podcast.
This is
Set
the.
off here.
No one's really bigoted. They don't care if
Yeah.
you steal.
No one's
White
bigoted.
privilege.
Guys, America's in shambles. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's not real anymore.
Right. I've definitely changed my stance on the whole looting thing. Like, if if there's a protest for whatever's going on and then people get some Nikes out of it, I'm just like,
Yeah.
they're just gonna make more Nikes, bro.
Yeah.
You're not really doing anything. Like,
Yeah, you're not one of those kids in
Yeah.
that factory like, oh, fuck.
yeah, we're like, I work overtime this week.
My
'cause-
2 hands.
Yeah, because there's a No Kings protest in America.
Yeah.
Now I'm working OT. But no, it's just, if you're like, I used to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. It doesn't make sense for the protest. And I was like, no, it totally makes sense. Because what the fuck else? What else are you doing?
I like
Yeah.
that protests now have become, and I'm probably going to get hate for this, but protests now have become less about like, let's just like vocalize our freedoms and more
Yeah.
like, what free shit can we get out of this?
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's because like the whole thing. I mean, the government obviously has a monopoly on violence. So like, it's not like a violent protest. Like they would kill all of us. If they
Absolutely.
had to. Easy, right? So the idea used to be like, no, we're going to be a peaceful protest because we'll have the moral high ground. That's out the window, bro.
Yeah.
Like, get yourself a G-Shock, Like, get in there and fucking loot the Apple store now.
For me, it was when Target's like $5 t-shirt bin went up to like $10. I was like,
All
yeah,
right, yeah, I'm going to fucking riot.
I'm absolutely going to loot.
I'm done with this country, dude.
It's the end of the era.
There's no more $5 foot long. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That was because of Jared, though.
Was that his lawsuits?
Yeah.
Raised
They had
the
to
cost of
cover
the
that.
foot long. God damn, we used to be a country, dude. We used to be a proper country. We used to like steal stuff from kids on Black Friday. Now they don't even open the stores until like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
What happened? Thanks, Obama. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, it was that guy. Yeah. I don't know.
No. I guess.
Is there anything you want to promote? What else? Let's talk about comedy. What have you been doing comedy-wise lately?
Yeah. I mean, not your all shows.
Yeah.
I'm here on this
Not
podcast.
your all shows. That was
Yeah, I'm not showing up to those ethereal shows. Fuck you guys. Those suck. No, I'm kidding. Those rock. Shout out to those. They're a lot of fun. If you go to Ethereal Pub House, it looks like it was built in the 18th century, which is really cool.
It is a good vibe in there.
Yeah. It's like I walked in there in the heat and I was like, this place won't have air conditioning. And I was surprised.
Yeah.
That was the best surprise of my life.
Oh, dude, our last show, we got it crisp in there. It was
Really?
real nice, yeah. Had the AC blowing. It was, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's usually for Colin.
Yeah, it's literally only for me.
Colin puts it on like 55 degrees.
I don't care.
It's snowing outside of the thing. But yeah, so what else? What you got coming up, comedy-wise?
I don't know when this is gonna get posted, but I'll be at Caravan open mic on Wednesday.
Nice.
I haven't heard from Comedy Off Broadway yet, so I don't know if I'll be on that show. But fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'll be on your all show. I think is it July 28th?
July
Something like that, yeah.
I wanna say.
There'll be a promo out for it.
Yeah. Just
If you're lucky.
if I'm blessed.
If you're blessed.
Yeah, we're booked out until what? September?
Yeah,
Damn.
October.
Yeah. So I don't even remember who's on any of our shows.
Yeah,
so.
it's gotten to the point where
I'm really bad about being responsible with comedy when it's like I'll get the emails that are like a week in advance, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I didn't. Like, I didn't know I was on Caravan Show this week at all until about Friday.
So you see Craig Ewing posted on Facebook. Like, oh, fuck,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, shit. All right.
Like Amber Hill reposted the post, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, I'm on that, I guess. Cool, I'll be there.
Did you get asked to be on that Broadway Barrel show?
I did not.
Pinky show.
Yeah, we should hit up Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, put me on that
comedy.
Broadway
Yes.
Barrel show.
Yeah.
Holy
What's it called? When is it? It's
It's on August 2nd.
August 2nd, Broadway
It's Paid or
Barrels.
Pain.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the idea is that you do your set, and then the audience determines whether you get paid or you get spanked by a dominatrix on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're all just gonna go.
Where? Please.
It's gonna be the worst comedy show ever. It's just gonna be like this weird masochistic
We're all
thing
just
where we
gonna
all
fuck,
bomb.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull up in a gimp suit if people want me to.
Yeah. I'd say they probably need as many people as they can, because I don't know who's on it.
Who's
I
the-
know, Colin, you're on it, right?
I'm on it.
I think
Amber.
Amber's on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really?
name they gave
Yeah.
for the dominatrix was outlandish.
What
I
was
don't
it?
even remember what it was.
I didn't see it.
On the flyer, they put a name,
Yeah.
and I was like, that makes it so much worse.
No, and I think honestly, the scarier the name, the better. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also doing Louisville's Funniest Person. That's on July 20th.
Nice.
Go watch that. Vote for me. Yeah, I want to make it to the finals. I want to get out of the amateur category now.
Damn.
It's just really
I'm doing
demoralizing.
POV now. POV comedy.
POV. POV. Yeah, I mean, that's all the big stuff I got coming up. I'm hoping to produce some sketches and shit like that. That'll be coming out soon.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I'm trying to collaborate. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
absolutely.
And listen.
What?
I don't know.
Wrap the rest of it.
Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle.
How much is he allowed to do
Let's
until you
go.
guys get copyrighted?
I don't know, dude.
I guess we'll
There.
see.
You're fucking welcome. I'm putting in a bet on this game, dude. First basket.
Yeah. Colin's locked in. He's in game mode already.
Game starts in 1 minute, so
Oh, does it really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Give us your parlays.
nah, I don't have any crazy ones.
Yeah, you're
You think we could order B-dubs right now, or you think they'd be like, fuck
Yeah,
you?
you could order B-dubs right now.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, they're hitting that
Get off
like
this podcast and eat fucking way.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
they're like hitting that
Shout out.
crash
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
The game started and they don't need to do anything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
People are too busy. Yeah.
People went before the game because they're responsible.
Yeah, of course. The B-dubs crowd. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
All right, well, that's Tommy Flannigan, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you for
and
having
joining us.
me.
We'll have you on at some point again.
Yeah.
Is that the applause one? Or is
I
that
hope
the
no.
one?
I believe
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
believe it is.
We'll see. Okay.
Boo.
But thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Dude Chip.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.